Disclaimer, disclaimer, this is a disclaimer. So this is my first video. This is my first try. So be patient, because it's going to be chaotic. It's going to get wild in there, but we're going to have fun. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Hi, my name is Julian. This is my first video. I'm going to be slapping this paint onto my face. So watch me do that, or better yet, grab some makeup, do it with me. You don't have to though. I'm not gonna force anything. What I will force you to do is subscribe to my channel. Ooh, it's already cringy, let's go. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is prep my face. I'm gonna use a primer and I'm gonna blend that in, and then I'm also gonna color correct. And then I'm gonna set that down with powder. So it's really quick because I immediately got bored when I was editing this. I'll probably do it slower in the future if that's something that people are into, but basically I just wanted to start from ground zero. So to do that, you put a primer on and then you color correct to cancel out any blueness that comes from stubble and or dark spots and or dark circles. These are all things that I've learned from watching other people do it. None of this is certified information. Whatever. Here we go. That's what's happening. I'm gonna blend it out. How exciting. Also, this sponge is not wet, so feel how you feel about that. Yeah, we're just caking on this powder. It's a lot and it's very excessive, but I'm gonna brush it off, so like, calm down, like stop yelling at the screen. You're being so excessive right now. And I'm taking it under my eyes, and I'm concentrating this powder on only the places that I put the orange color corrector, and then I'm going to take a powder that's closer to my face and you know, put it on my face. I want to have my first check-in of the day. How are we doing? Is this fun for you? Would you say that you're having fun? Because guess what? I'm having fun. Okay, I'm gonna quickly mist my face. So the foundation I'm using today is Juvia's Place. It's very full coverage, it's very matte, and it's my first time using it, maybe? You don't care, whatever. We're putting this on my face using a brush. And just gonna stipple, stipple, stipple that all in there. Stipple, stipple, stipple. It's about to not be bare. Oh wow, not a rapper. Once I finish with the foundation, I'm gonna go immediately into some concealer. And this concealer is closer to my shade. I'm taking it under my eyes. I'm gonna go on my upper lip mustache area. And I'm gonna go on my little butt chin that I used to get made fun of for. And then I'm gonna make a cute little rainbow on my forehead. And it's gonna lead right down to the little top of the bridge of my nose. Get into that anatomy term. But basically, I want to start kind of highlighting the areas that I really am gonna highlight later. But by doing it with this closer shade, I can see if I like it when I blend it out to go in further. And also just it gives like a nice, a gradient, you know, a gradient. You know that term, kids, gradient. I'm just gonna blend this all out, and then I'm gonna go in with a much, much lighter color. Very vanilla, very bright. I don't know where I saw this, but I saw it recently, but taking the highlight and going down the outsides of your nose really brings in the contour. I think it's called reverse contouring. Please do not at me. I think it's called reverse contouring. And so basically I'm taking this lighter color and I'm going on my cheekbones where my actual cheeks hit the light. They hit that light. And then I'm taking it once again, doing the rainbow on my forehead with that little nosy nose and taking it up into my mustache area. I do specifically remember Monique Hart, drag queen extraordinaire, has a video where she discusses the importance of highlighting above your mustache area because it gets rid of that like beard circle that you'll sometimes see on people's faces, which whatever, live your life. However, I like this look. And I'm taking my sponge, which is wet. You're welcome. It's wet this time. I'm taking it and I'm making sure that I'm not moving the product around too much, but I do want to blend it in just because I'm gonna contour later, you're gonna see, and it's gonna be pretty dark. Another misting, and I'm just gonna let that dry down a little bit before I take some more translucent powder and start setting my face, starting with my under eye, which gets very creasy. So I'm gonna set this with a brush first, and I'm just gonna go through the areas that I highlighted first with, this is a translucent white powder. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush with that same powder and just start buffing it into my face. This, once again, is something that I cannot for the life of me remember who I saw it from, but I remember seeing it and be like, oh, I should try that. And I tried it on one contract that I was doing, and it just helped my whole face not look cakey, but everything had this beautiful like matte finish when I was finished with it, which is so cool. You know what I mean? Speaking of caking, I'm gonna put a bunch more powder on my face now. This is still the translucent, the same one, but I'm gonna put that on there, and then I immediately decided that I didn't want to keep it on, so then I brushed it away again. Okay, so taking bronzer on a brush, I'm going to treat this like a contour, but also kind of treat it like a bronzer. We're hitting the spots where the sun hits the hardest, which for me is my big O forehead. I'm gonna take it also and try to find the hollows of my cheeks that have simply gone missing because of this pandemic. But we're gonna take that same bronzer and just kind of like carve out our cheeks with it. Same thing with my jawline, we're just gonna go along there. Are you having fun? And then I'm also gonna take this bronzer and go down my nose and kind of continue to create the illusion that I have a different nose for some reason. I take the contour and I truly go on top of my nose. You missed it, but I'm priming my eyes. I'm priming my eyes right now. So we're just gonna take a paint pot from MAC and prime the eyes. And then I'm gonna quickly do my brows. So my brows are done, we're good with that, and I'm just taking some eyeshadow and I'm gonna smash this into my face. I'm starting on the outer V here, and I'm kind of immediately starting to like wing it out, which is what I kind of go to. I have these, to me they seem like little slits of eyes, but you know, you can make your own opinions, as I'm sure you will. So I'm taking a deeper color and kind of just like creating a little crease there, or deepening the crease. I have a crease, we all have creases. And so once I do that, I'm gonna take this red shimmer and I'm gonna put that on my lid. So I'm taking this white shimmer and I'm putting this in the middle of my eyelid to kind of change the shape. I didn't enjoy what I initially did with it. It looked too, I don't know, I just didn't like it. So instead I wanted to do that like halo eye sort of look that like a lot of people do, whatever. And then I took my brush that had the brick color, that first color I was using, and just kind of like buffed that like shimmer all over. So now it kind of all has like a shimmer in it. And then I went back in to punch up the red shimmer as well. And then basically, yeah, we're just gonna, you know, clean up here because since I made that new shape, I wanted to make sure that it all looked like we wanted to make that shape. We're gonna do some liner, and spoiler alert, my camera did turn off. So anyway, I did liner, it happened, and now I'm fixing it by smoking out the bottom. This is a nude waterline that I'm doing. It's not white, but it's like off-white almost. So we're gonna now kind of create this little bottom lash line moment that once again I'm gonna change my mind about, because I love this red shimmer that's from this palette. This is Jackie Aina's palette, by the way, who is one of the biggest makeup inspirations I have. Work. So I love this red shimmer. I just don't like the way that I've used it so far. Every time I've done it, I've like gone over it with a different color. So I know that I can make it work. Today's not that day. So anyway, we're taking that white shimmer that I do love, and we're putting that over the red. And then we're just gonna make that the under eye kind of situation. We're in the home stretch, you guys. We're so close. If you're still here, I'm gonna hit you with a hug as soon as the pandemic's over. Anyway, we're taking this blush. This is from Trixie's palette. Trixie Mattel, she's a drag queen. We're not on a first name basis. And anyway, we're taking those and we're blushing it up. So I took it on my cheeks, I took it on my forehead, and I take it on my jaw. And people do this, I do this, because it just makes the blush more cohesive, and it also gives you this like all over warmth that sometimes contours can be very cool toned and can just look gray. I was using bronzer. I really just enjoy the look of having a lot of blush on. And then we're gonna continue using Trixie's palette to highlight. This is something that I used to do on tour with the boots, but I haven't done it in a while, so I thought I would try it again. But she has this silver highlight in her palette that is like, you know, very pigmented, so it honestly looks like I'm just cleaning up where the blush was with the little concealer, and it gives your face a little lift. I went on the bridge of my nose as well and just touched that little spot we talked about earlier. I added a lash. We're gonna line our lips here. I was in the mood for a dark lip. I've been watching a lot of 90s movies and TV shows, so that's how I was feeling. So after a lot of lining my lips, I'm gonna take this tiniest little skosh of this coffee Maybelline line of lip color. And then once that's blended in, I'm gonna take a little bit lighter color. And just blend that in with my fingy, put on a little bit of gloss, and that's it. That's the final look. You made it to the end. Ooh, I love you. Leave a comment below if you liked it, if you have any tips, suggestions, comments on color theory. Let me know. Get out of here, you crazy kid. Hey, thanks for sticking around. If you got to the end of this video, I could kiss you. I could kiss you right on your mouth. But I won't. Instead, I'll just ask you to leave a comment if you liked it. If you didn't like it, don't you dare leave a comment. And also, subscribe, why don't you? And while you're at it, go and check out my performance, because I have a big shiny degree in musical theater, and so there's some nice vocal demonstrations of my gift. Oh my god. All right, that's all. Bye.